How you doing? You know who this is, author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you about the books. I know I keep saying I'm going to talk about all these other books that I have in my repertoire at overthebooks.com. We have this book. Okay, if you see any book that you like, I'm telling you, just go on and just say, hey, I need that book for $16.99. The book is yours. Overthebooks.com, and you can go ahead and just say overthebooks1 at gmail.com, and the book is yours. We have another book. Yes, we do. You like that one? I have a whole lot of books about the books. Yes, I do. Here's another one. You like that book? It's got to be over $15 for you to get it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. These are not really giveaways. How about that book? This is a great book. I read all these books and I just love them. About the books, about the books. Now, you know, one of my latest books for adult reading, because I'm a children's book author. I could write a children's story in a heartbeat. Someone just asked me the other day to write a story about In Search of Santa. They asked me about like Wednesday morning at about 10 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock, I already had the story written. I can write you a children's book. That boom, bam, boom. All right. Twisted Love. Love it. Amazon.com or overthebooks.com about the books. Now, yes, I'm going to be talking about a lot of the books that I have. I know I am, but remember in the beginning I said that I wanted to start to talk about the books that I have written. We're going to talk about my books first. Remember, Dr. Neighborhood, A Dolphin's Tale, Unleashed Voices, Special Delivery, Love Holds No Bound. All my books, you put in the search Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy, and you'll get me, and you'll be able to get those books, especially in time for Christmas. Books are great gifts. But anyway, my new book, it's about us. Loving it. Okay, so we went through a whole lot of situations with KDP. Yes, we did. KDB Amazon, but we got it together. They published it December the 14th, and we just got to wait. We got to wait, and it'll be live coming to you. Autographed copies will be available, probably not for Christmas, but for the new year, which is just still fine at overthebooks.com. It's about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Now, remember, I told you that this story came out of like a child. Like a child had five children's stories. And I finally learned about, illustrations and all this other good stuff and how to make a children's story and make it alive and put your voice in it and color. So I got Dr. Neighborhood and A Dolphin's Tale, which you can get at Amazon.com or overthebooks.com, autographed copy. But I had those two. And then I started to read about these last three stories that I had. And I found out that they probably are for our older readers, like from 9 to 13. And that's where this book comes. It's all about us. Three different stories. Silent Dance, which I just love. It used to be called A Penny for a Blessing. I'll tell you that story if you want to hear about it later. But it was called A Penny for a Blessing originally, and now it's called Silent Dance. Same concept, but I put a little twist in there. A Tree That Is Wonderfully Made. I love that story because it's really about um, real stuff going on back in Jacksonville, and I wrote that story back then, and we're talking 1990 something. So it kind of reflects on a story there, and a child like ours named Tony. It's very different story, but every one of them, every one of them. First of all, every one of the stories has a little of me in there. I always tell y'all that every story that I write has a little of me in the story. Every story, every story, even Twisted Love, even The Dolphin's Tale, because I think I wrote somewhere in there where I said that he got his toe got clamped on by a little crab. That happened to me in Atlantic City. So every story that I have written, every story. Did I say every story? Every story I've written has a little of me in there, and it's up to you to kind of figure it out. But if I ever get an interview or something like that, I can tell you the real story. Yes, and you can contact me at overthebooks.com and you can put in a booking and I can read to the children or I can get an interview. Just come on. Come on, let's do this for 2024. Let's do this. There's a new black bookstore here in the Tampa Bay area called Black English Bookstore. I'm hoping to get up in there. That would be great. I would love it. You know I would. Why? Because I'm author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you. My new book coming out. It's already published. Amazon, they'll have it out in a couple of days. It's all about us, meaning that these three stories could be you, could be me, could be anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm going to stop right now because I can go on and on and on because that's what we do. Why? Because we love to read and we love to write. That is me. So you know what? I love you. And I know I don't know you, but I like to get to know you. But I do thank you for coming on and being with me and listening to me all about the books. My new book, It's All About Us. Hope to see you really soon. And thank you. And I'll see you in my next video. All right? Gotcha.